Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back for, I believe episode 4 of Scarlet Hollow. I'm excited, so let's get into it. We are already there. Oh, we can follow them on Blue Sky or Discord, okay. I can see a recap. I think we are good. You open your eyes. It's a new day. Last night seems so far away. You can almost pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare, chased away by the harsh morning light. An involuntary shudder runs down your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, have you heard from Stella? I haven't been able to get a hold of her. Thought she might have at least checked in with you. You check your messages. Nothing from Stella. Hey. Wait in silence for a few minutes. Sits undelivered. Undelivered? Like, she blocked us, or we just didn't send it? Hey, what's up? Just kidding, I'm not able to come to the phone right now. This is actually a recording of my voice. It isn't really me. Technology, huh? Anyways, leave a message, or don't. I never check this thing. Mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time. Is this normal for her? She seems a little... Moody's not the right word, because I feel like that's negative and also not as in-depth as I'm trying to imply. I feel like she's not the most, like, emotionally stable person from what we've seen. At least, I mean, granted, the last few days have been pretty stressful. But maybe this is normal for her? Kinda. But with everything going on, I don't feel comfortable letting her run off on her own. Yeah, that makes sense. We should look for her, right? Come to town. We should stick together. It's like you have your morning plans in order. Okay. Visit the opossum. Oh, you guys are so cute. Oh, you're eating your bread. You're so cute. Two opossums stare up at you. They both have bread now. That's nice. You wave at them. They continue to stare up blankly at your response. Bye-bye. Okay, that's their home. Yeah. Let's check the closet. Hey, the doll moved. Your long-dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. Tabitha, maybe? Or something more sinister? But it could be Tabitha, because didn't we say that all the family records are in there? So maybe she was just looking through them while we slept or something? Because it looks like we slept in pretty late. It's already, like, pretty bright out. I don't think we need a shower, because we just showered. People are gonna call me gross for that. But I mean, if our shower is, like, disgusting to the point that we're scared of it, I feel like we could skip a day. If needed. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. I guess it's probably good with, like, everything going on. Especially, we probably got pretty dirty last night. Feels good to wash away the grime of last night's haunting, yeah. Eventually, you'll have to leave this place and confront the rest of the day. In the meantime, you... Also, I guess it's really hot here, right? Like, we're in North Carolina, so I suppose, too, probably, like, with sweat, we're getting greasier. Go to the clinic. Yeah, and I would like to go see REESE again. Hello, emo boy. Think about the afterlife. Okay. About Stella. We're gonna think about her very soon. Think about those girls still buried there. I kind of forgot about them until I mentioned that. Think about Duke. Think about feverishly. Think about Sybil's warning. Think about Wayne. Think about someone special. I just want to see what the options are for someone special, like who we can pick. Oh my gosh, wait, we can pick, like, anybody. I thought it was just gonna be people we have a relationship with, like Stella. Basically, I feel like it's the only person we've talked to, really. It's interesting, what's their name? Avery isn't on here? I feel like they seem like a romance option, don't they? Because I think we've had the option to spend time with them before. Which is okay, but Kanika, she is the most level-headed and fashionable person in town, it's true. I'm gonna be honest, I have no interest in Oscar. I'm sorry. Like, I think he's a great guy, but he's not my type. I like Kanika. Love Reese. Dr. Kelly. You need to be a better mother. Wayne? We wanna fuck Wayne? We're not stealing our cousin's boyfriend, but you know what? I kinda get... I kind of get it, but we're not doing that. We're gonna think about REESE. You think about REESE, the chronically ill artist living in the clinic. You find something about his brooding and mysterious air alluring. He reminds me of Sebastian from Stardew Valley, which is a compliment. I've married Sebastian every Stardew Valley run I've ever done. Hopefully you'll get to know him better today. Oh yeah. Let's watch that movie and maybe pose for some art. Some nude art. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Okay. Head downstairs. Time to face your cousin. Face her? I feel like our relationship with her's been pretty good. Especially after we kind of bonded over that terror and the kitty cat. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking. This week of all weeks. As if I don't have enough on my plate already. Your cousin is backed into a corner. The miners aren't just striking, they're putting on a stronger front than she anticipated. But if history is anything to go off of here, it almost doesn't matter how strong the strike seems. This is Tabitha's battle to lose. There isn't a union in Scarlet Hollow. Oh. Okay. Which means a proper strike isn't even legal. Your cousin can do pretty much whatever she wants. Yeah, she can, legally. Ethically, you need a union in there, Queen. Like, come on. What is she? I feel like that's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess I've never been a minor. I mean, I've been a minor as an under 18. But, like, I feel like, I mean, maybe it's just where I live, but almost, like a large chunk of very large facilities like this that would have, like, blue-collar labor have really strong unions where I live. So I'm kind of surprised by that. She could fire everyone and wait them out. Oh, and then, like, what, like, hire scabs or what? Or pick and choose her targets. She owns most of the houses in town. There are a lot of ways she can apply pressure. Yeah, but she doesn't, I mean, not necessarily, like, should she? Yeah, honestly. She's gonna be mad at me, but I think she's gonna be really mad at that, but I think it's her best option, to be honest. Wait, okay, we'll talk about the strike, but if it makes me side with her, I'm safe scumming. I don't even care. Like, I'm not supporting her breaking the strike, is what I mean. Like, I don't. Do you want me to infiltrate? No. Breaking the strike? No. Usually I'm pro-union, no. But I am pro-union, even here. Probably should have seen this coming. Yeah. It's the right thing to do. It is. Just fire all of them. Oh, you're in a difficult spot. It's hard to care about something as mundane as a strike. No. Right thing to do. Just give them what they want, Tabitha. It's the right thing to do. I don't know what they want yet, but I can assure that whatever it is, I probably can't give it to them. Not now. I mean, that's why you barter, though. That's, like, the point. I guess part of the point of having a union is that, like, you and the union would, like, go back and forth so that you come to a compromise where they could at least get some of what they want. I'm barely keeping things afloat right now. It's been that way for a while. I want to be able to give people more time off. I want to be able to give them raises. I just need more time to fix things before I can afford to do that. Do you know what they even want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. Well, what's the usual? Like higher pay, better hours, that sort of thing. Probably better safety, which, I mean, seems like they should have. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. And I promise you would be too in their shoes. That's just kind of the nature of a employee-employer relationship. Okay. Let's talk about, well, actually, while we're on the topic of the mines, let's talk about those kids. We have confirmation of at least one voice down there. Oh geez, so they're alive. And the boys have been digging around the clock. I don't think it'll be long before we can put all this unpleasantness behind us. Of course, that hasn't stopped the kid's mom from being on my ass nonstop. I'm doing everything I can, but she's the kind of person who needs someone to blame. I'm an easy target. Sure, but you did most of the heavy lifting here. No, I mean, you helped a lot. I think that experience would have been incredibly stressful without a second person. So ghosts are real. Still can't get over that. I can. What does that actually change about anything? I still have a mine to run and you still have a funeral to attend. It's kind of true. I can't get a hold of Stella. Do you think she's alright? I'm sure she's just processing what happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatized. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? Aww. Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. I don't want a PB&J. I don't really even like PB&Js. Why not, I guess. Stella's MIA. Who knows when you'll get the chance to eat. What does that mean? We can eat without her. She doesn't control us. Make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. That's that. Alright. Head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The sun shines down on a thin layer of clouds, illuminating the path. A watery gray light. Hey. Look. This one looks like a cicada. So they're here. Okay. Well, are we safe to walk down the road? I guess, Tabitha did. Oh, she probably drove. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line, a feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Stella. Ditchlings shouldn't be out in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. Interesting. You continue the trek to town. You pause to stare out the mountain range beyond the holler, contemplating a world that's blissfully unaware of the danger threatening the citizens of this tiny town. The world outside feels less real with each passing day, as the strange reality of what's happening in Scarlet Hollow gently uproots what you'd always taken to be the truth of our world. Nah, I believed in ghosts before this. Your everyday worries seem distant, overshadowed by a fear and dread that hasn't stopped building ever since the moment you stepped off that bus. I guess this would be like a lot to take in one day. Oh, hey, Kanika. It isn't long until your journey from the estate is over, and you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Hey, you made it. Oh yeah, we were meeting up with her. I'm so sorry, Queen, I forgot. Beautiful shirt, by the way. Still got the millennial hat. I still haven't heard from Stella, and I've already seen a bunch of those ditchling things scurrying around in broad daylight. Yeah, I wonder what the rest of the town who like hasn't seen them up until this point is thinking. I know my mom said they're harmless, but we should start looking for her. We got a lot of options here, but they're all explorers. Is this... Are we asking this nicely or rudely? Argumentally. That's a great question. My concept of how the world works is being shattered a little more each day, so that's cool. Every day I feel more and more like I need to get out of this town before it swallows me whole, but I also keep feeling like there are too many reasons to stay. Like, right now, I can't leave until I know Stella's okay. With her folks gone, the only people she has are her friends. And as her bestie, I can't just let her go running off into the woods to get eaten by a Bigfoot. My mom is just so chill right now, it's driving me nuts. Anyway, that's how I'm doing. Probably about as poorly as everyone else who was at the library last night. Except maybe Stella. I'm supposed to meet your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on these things. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told all of us last night. Maybe she's gonna read your fortune. Oh, that would be fun. I should probably stop making fun of her whole new age mystic vibe. A lot's happened in the past few days. I get it, girl. My mom is also a new age mystic type person. She actually reminds me a lot of Sybil. But kind of fun, to be honest, because it's really fun. Like every time I go home and visit my parents, I get like my fortune read, or my tea leaves read, or a gift of essential oils or crystals or something, or a protection prayer of some sort. It's kind of fun, actually. Still, there'll be plenty of time for tea after we've looked for Stella. Any leads on Stella? I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone else yet, so nope, none so far. She ran north last night, but that doesn't mean she didn't double back. I'm trying not to worry too much. It's possible she's safe somewhere, just not answering her phone, but I also don't want to bet on that. I am kind of surprised by that. It's kind of surprised you reached out to me after all the issues between you and Tabitha. I hear more about finding Stella than I do about the ongoing feud between me and your cousin. And I'm not going out there alone, because the last thing I want is to go missing while looking for someone else who went missing. We do everything in groups from now on. I think that's smart. Yeah, what about the general store? Tom and Miles can deal for another day while we go looking for Stella. This is important. Not that the store isn't, but if something happened to her and I was spending my time minding the register, I don't think I could live with that. Alright, let's get started. Yeah, we're burning daylight. Where to first? Alright, let's not call the cops, they've been useless. The church... She doesn't seem religious and she didn't like the pastor. Although, she did seem to change her mind a little bit about him yesterday. Go to the mines. I don't know. I think we would have heard from Tabitha if she'd been at the mines. Diner, she does seem to go there a lot. Oscar, I think we should try, I think her house makes the most sense. Let's go to Stella's house. Okay. Definitely. Probably should have done that before coming to getting you to come all the way down here, but to be honest, I was scared of wandering off by myself. Just in case I ran into any other horrors from beyond the veil. It'd be great if this turns out to be nothing, but and she's just asleep in bed. True. Hello, Birdie Peter. That's cute. Is that a doghouse way out there? What is that? You make your way towards Stella's house. Kanika knocks anxiously on the door. Oh, there we go. You got cute little things. This is fun. I like this. It creaks open. It's unlocked? This doesn't look like a break-in. It definitely seems like someone left the door open. Stella or someone else was in a hurry when they left. Okay. Dead. She died and saw my phone. We don't know that yet. Is it normal for people to leave their doors open? I mean, some rural places do. Like, I used to live in a rural town and almost everybody left their door unlocked 24/7. There's even one time, actually it was crazy. We, our door that in the house that I used to live in, it would get stuck sometimes. If you didn't lock it, but nobody locked their doors, and one time we got the mail and closed the door and then drove to go to the grocery store, like my whole family. Came back, it turned out like the entire 40 minutes we'd been gone, the door was wide open. And we had 2 dogs and a cat at the time, and they had all stayed in the house. Like they hadn't even wandered off. Our neighbors hadn't even noticed anything. They thought we were just out in the yard and left the door open. It was crazy. Small town life is very strange sometimes. Especially I grew up in a city, so that was like when we saw the door was open, we got home, my whole family was freaking the fuck out because we're from cities. We were like, oh no, this is fine. I'm not from around here. Is it normal for someone to leave their door like that? Locked? Yes. Hanging open? No way. This isn't normal. Go in, right? I should probably go in first in case she did kill herself. I should probably see that instead of Kanika. I had a friend who killed himself, and it was big group of people all walked into his house just like this, and his sister happened to be the first one to walk in, and that was just not good. I wouldn't want someone else to go through that. So let's just go in before her if we can. Take a step forward and cross the threshold into Stella's house. Let's see if the dog hears too. I feel like if the dog's here, that'll tell us a lot about what we need to know. Wow, there's cobwebs. Dust, it looks like. Oh, that's cute. For family. Oh, for the puppy. Look at, she's got all those things for the dogs. Oh, maybe those were from, vet things from her mom? Toys, or Gretchen's toys. Not Stella's toys, probably. She got a DVR or PS4, I can't tell. Maybe those are her parents' shoes. They're all dusty there. It's a cute little house. Whatever happened to Stella doesn't look like it happened here. Okay, nothing unusual so far. This is perfectly normal living room. No blood or viscera. Not even a tipped over lamp. That's good. Kitchen? That's cute. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Cupboard's open. A few of them. That's cute of Gretchen. Something here, maybe? Maybe just dishes, I don't know. It looks like she was halfway through cooking something. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think most people would leave bread out like that because it would go stale, so. Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple cabinets are hanging open and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. Normally this messy? I don't think it would be, but I wouldn't call this messy. Stella's house has always felt a little sterile to me. This feels a little too lived in, if that makes sense. Though maybe that's just because I've only ever been over when she was already expecting me. Okay, let's go to her room. Oh wow. She's got like drawings of somebody. Posters. Oh, she's got a crystal. She's got a little Gretchen thing, a stuffed dog. That's cute. I wonder if this is normal or if she packed clothes. I mean, my room is about this messy or worse always. So this would not be indicative of me packing clothes, but for some people maybe like she's taking clothes out. Oh, the Ophelia print. That's nice. Mothman. Her computer's on. Maybe we can use it. Maybe Kanika knows her password. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. I'd better not hear a single comment about this room being messy. You go to Stella's computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping on her computer. Isn't that an invasion of privacy? Well, she is also missing and potentially, like, killing herself or getting killed, so... yeah. Look, I know it's an invasion of privacy, but we've got to do whatever we can to find her. Okay, fine, but I'm gonna stand over your shoulder the whole time and make sure you don't look for anything personal. I'm not looking at her porn, I don't care. I feel like, no offense low-key, she's probably got some boring porn anyway. It's probably like furry stuff. Okay. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There's simply too many files and folders to fit on her monitor, and they overlap each other in a chaotic, multi-layered display. Dirty Devil. Let's try Mr. FBI over her webcam. Stuff. We spent plenty of time with computers and are more than capable of sifting through the chaos of a messy desktop. One folder catches your eye. Boring tax stuff. You're no fool. You've seen this folder before. You have this folder on your own computer. Boring tax stuff never contains tax stuff. For that matter, it never contains anything related to taxes, and its contents are never boring. My tax folder just says taxes in it. You open the folder. You're surprised to find it contains a carefully mapped out diagram of the Scarlet Hollow mines, including holes and fences in areas with low visibility. Oh, wait, that's cute. So this is Tabitha and Stella, probably in high school. That's cute. It's cute to see some personality on Tabitha's face. There's also a handful of old photos of Stella and Tabitha together as teenagers. Tabitha wears an uncharacteristic grin, an authentic, joyful smile. Stella's eyes are somehow brighter, less tired. Both of them seem to be living in a happier time. Take you all day to count the number of tabs in Stella's browser. Oh geez. Wow. She's got like 10 different Hulu tabs open. So numerous are her tabs that you can't see a single icon, a sea of rounded, featureless triangles from the window's edge to window's edge. Her most recently opened tab is a post on Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm, a forum for cryptozoology enthusiasts. You've visited Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm in the past. I have? Despite the name and despite the fact that the posters call themselves Carl's Big Feet, the community takes itself very seriously, and it's one of the more consistently active cryptid boards on the web. The post in question is titled, "Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow." In Appalachia. Hey everyone, was out chasing a skunk ape? Skunk ape makes its grand return. Sighting the other day, and I found these weird little guys. My friend's mom says there's something called ditchlings, but I've never heard of them before. Anyone have good leads? Oh, so she posted that. Camera isn't shaky enough. This is totally staged. Clean footage and some sort of cryptid nobody has heard of except for your friend's mom. Only thing I'm seeing when I Google ditchlings is some city in England. Thought you were legit. Guys, since when does high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? Those things are terrifying. Since every low-budget horror movie started doing guerrilla marketing, I smell an ARG. Thanks, Gary212549. I'm serious, I've got a ton of extra footage. Look at what they've been doing to the animals in town. They're apparently some sort of bad omen, like Mothman. Mothman? A bad omen? I didn't know that. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman. I bet you do, Mothstan. I believe you. Ugh, lucky you're falling right into her lap. I don't trust YouTubers. They're entertainers, not scientists. Thread continues into the next day. Hey, okay, so one, this isn't an ARG, I would never, and two, you're not gonna believe this, but we went into an abandoned mine last night to investigate things, and I'm pretty sure we found some Tommyknockers. Listen to this knocking we managed to catch on tape. There's a link to an audio file titled Tommyknocker's Real.wav. Just because you put the word real in your file name doesn't mean they're real. Gary is like her #1 hater. 2 supernatural events on back-to-back nights. This is so fake. I can't believe I bought into that River Runner hype. You're so full of it. YouTubers are always going to be sellouts to big indie horror. This is kidnapped by aliens all over again. Big indie horror. This is kind of an oxymoron. Also, lol, doughy white things and now loud popping noises. This is definitely an ARG. Did you sell it to Pillsbury? Stop cyberbullying her. I'm going to call the mods. Locking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying and no self-promo. Thread ends. Ouch. Check Stella's search history. She hasn't visited a website since Tuesday night. She came home after last night's incident. She didn't touch her browser. Her search history is almost entirely work-related, a furious series of queries for various monsters and cryptids that might fit the profile of ditchlings. That's that. I think we've seen enough. Thank God. We got a hacking achievement. Okay. Looks like a room. Any thoughts? Yeah, nothing much to comment on. This is what her room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. Aw, she still does those corkboard with string things. She loved putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. I don't think we're gonna find much. Let's move on. So, she might not be here. Okay, so she's not here and we still have no idea where she is. I thought I was overreacting this morning. I thought she would have been sleeping in or something. I can't believe she's actually missing. We're going to the cops. I know they probably won't do anything. We should see if we can get them to start looking for her before we go anywhere else. Before we get the cops, maybe we check a few more places? I mean, I guess we start with the cops and then we'll see if we can check the other places. Yeah, let's go. We should make sure the police know Stella's missing. That way if anyone sees her, I guess we'll get a report. Oh, hey, Bo. He's giving, like, book-accurate PETA malark. The police station is exactly what you would expect from a town the size of Scarlet Hollow. It smells strongly of coffee and faintly of aged furniture and paper, and the general tidiness speaks of a department that doesn't get anything done. It's funny. You're also not alone here. You enter to find a worried Bo standing between you and the officer at the desk. Big Betty wasn't just a pumpkin, Deputy Franklin, sir. She was going to be a prize winner. Raising her was the last thing me and my daddy did together. She's important to our family. Scarlet Hollow police are spread pretty thin at the moment, young man. Any property disputes will have to wait, if indeed there is a dispute to be had. Sure it wasn't some animal that took your vegetable? Sir, you know Mr. Tremaine thinks that that land belongs to him. He probably thought Big Betty was his to take. He ain't coming to his door, so for all I know, he might be the way to the state fair, all the way to the state fair by now with our pumpkin. Ain't there something you can do about it? Tell us about a pumpkin. Julius Tremaine stole Big Betty, and I'm trying to get the police to talk to him. I've been telling Mr. Calloway that there's no way to prove who the vegetable in question belonged to. There's no documentation. It's your word against his. Calloways and the Tremaines have been at this a long time. Some feud from over a century ago split the families, and they've been at it ever since. What makes you think Julius stole it? He's been claiming Big Betty was his since day one, on account of he thinks it was planted on his side of the property. He's never been good about the property lines, same as every Tremaine that came before him. Like Johnny Tremaine. We get our fair share of calls from Mr. Tremaine as well. Not that I'm at liberty to discuss confidential police information. I was hoping we'd get a reprieve from his nonsense after what happened to Daddy, but it don't look like he's willing to give us any time to grieve. Jeez. We already know why the pumpkin's so valuable. Sorry for everything. I really want to say this, but I don't think we should antagonize the cop right before we need his help. Especially because he seems stupid as fuck. Okay. Sorry for everything that's happened, Bo. I appreciate that. Thank you. Try not to let it get to me. Gotta be strong for Mama now that it's just the two of us. You know, Mike, it sounds like Bo has a real case here. It's not just two neighbors getting angry at each other. Property's been stolen. Couldn't you get involved on his behalf just this once, after everything he's been through? This isn't the first time there's been a theft between the Callaways and the Tremaines. We've heard it all. We know exactly how it'll play out. Trust the police to do the policing, ma'am. What would it take for the cops to get involved? Why? Are you looking to escalate the situation? None of us are planning on doing any escalating. We're just asking questions. Good. Let's keep it that way. I promise I won't do nothing bad, Mr. Deputy, sir. Listen up, Franklin. We've got a missing person on our hands. Stella hasn't been seen since yesterday, and last anyone saw she was in a state of distress. You speak with complete authority in your voice. Franklin's sunglasses are impenetrable, but you can imagine the eyes behind them methodically scanning you like a machine. Missing person? Apologies, Mr. Calloway, but I'm gonna have to handle this first. Oh, I'm sorry, Bo. Deputy Franklin makes his way back to the desk, pulling out a few forms before returning to the front. One of you could fill these out, please? I can take care of that. Thank you so much for taking this seriously, Mike. I know Stella has a tendency to go on hiking trips, but it feels different. Can't be in her right mind going back out in them woods after what happened to my daddy. I'll be praying for her, and I'll make sure Mama does too. Thank you, Bo. Thanks for taking this seriously. I take everything seriously. Now, is there anything I can help you with? Yeah, well, let's just embarrass him. We also met on Monday. I'm a man of many hats. All of them give me authority over you, so best watch yourself. No, they don't, actually. Oh, did you manage to find your dad? Bo's stoic expression breaks. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. For a moment, you can almost see tears forming in his eyes, but he blinks them away. No, I ain't found him. I had to stop looking so I could stay home and guard the farm. There are more of those things every minute, seems like. You think they'll go back where they came from soon? Sure they'll leave soon, buddy. I like either this one, or I'm doing everything I can to send them packing. But maybe at least this way he'll feel like one person in this town is actively trying to help him. I'll do my part to help. I'll kick in as many of those nasty little faces as I can. But I don't know how many I can send scampering off. Seems like there's no end to the critters. Nika hands the completed report back to Deputy Franklin. Thank you, ma'am. I'll get this filed right away. Good luck out there. I hope Miss Richmond is alright and you'll find her soon. Thanks again for taking this seriously, Deputy. When you work with cops, you have to thank them like 500 times. Just doing my job. Okay. Where to next? We can check... Let's check the diner, because I feel like she goes there. Or at least we saw her there. Good idea. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. There's Avery. Are they eating matcha? Looks like matcha. Oh, it's Isaac's. Those are the people we saw the other day. Okay, and then she was here last time. I don't know if these people were, I can't remember. The diner is busier than you've ever seen it. The small booth is packed with miners. Oh, because they're on strike. Hey, hope you weren't planning on spending any quality time in the diner today. Looks like we'll be hosting a meeting for the foreseeable future. Oh, so they're hosting like the strike meetings. That's nice. What's going on? There's a strike up at the mines. They've made the diner their base of operations. Huh, good for them. It's about time this happened. This is great for business. These fellas can have as much free coffee as they can drink if they keep piling in like this. The miners didn't even notice you enter the diner, and instead of speaking in hushed voices, argue with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. I guess the shift schedules are pretty brutal, and I'd like more vacation days. I'd love to be able to see my family around the holidays. Better health benefits would be amazing, but what if she decides to fire all of us? You're only a year or two into the work, and trust me, the longer it goes on, the more it sucks the life out of you. First, you're just unhappy, but you figure you can weather it till you find something better. Paycheck's a paycheck. Next thing you know, you've lost years of your life to a company that doesn't give a solitary shit about you. It uses up every free second it can suck out of its workers and pays us just enough to survive. But not much that we can ever save enough to get the hell out. Yeah. We could get fired for this. I really need the paycheck. I can't get fired. The company housing, that makes a difference for me. Right, the company housing. How generous of Tabitha to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had maintenance done in decades, taking a big chunk right out of your paycheck that sure as shit ain't going towards property tax and upkeep alone. Company housing means that almost nobody in this whole damn town owns the place they live, yeah. We have numbers on our side, Harrison. After what happened up there the other night, damn near everyone is joining the picket line. She can't afford to lose us all. We have the power here so long as we're united. Unite with your I mean, yeah, if they all are together, there's not much she can do. But I guess okay. I mean, you only need, I forget what the exact number is, but you only need like a certain percentage to vote for a union, right? So, it's like 50 plus 1 or something like that. What do you want to do, Harrison? What? Oh, fuck. I got an achievement for making someone not join the strike. I did not want to do that. I did not intend for that. I wanted him to join the strike. When was the last time I saved? Was it seriously that long ago? Oh, I'm so screwed. I don't know. It ain't your business, and those sorts of questions are exactly what someone trying to break a strike would be asking. I want to support you! Come on now, I don't think Clem was trying to break your strike. Thank you, Avery. How would you know that? This person's a stranger and a Scarlet. Hold your horses there, Zax. I don't care if y'all stand for a good cause. I don't even care how much bacon and eggs you bought. If you start a fight in my establishment, you're out. Let's handle this like civil adults. You heard the lady. Don't get involved or we'll have to take this outside. I just want the record to show that just because I'm currently standing next to Tabitha's cousin does not mean I'm friends with Tabitha's cousin. Oh my god. I barely know this person. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. I can say I can support it. The boss's cousin, but I support the strike. Like hell you do. I do! Oh my god. Okay. Hey, have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The YouTuber? No, we ain't seen her. As you can see, we've got a lot going on. We'd appreciate it if you didn't butt in. Harrison's voice drops to a barely audible mumble. I hope she's okay. I really wish I could redo that. I wish I'd saved. Okay, whatever. She hasn't been around, but I'll let you know if I hear anything. Guess we should get going. Well, now I just look like a total asshole. And Kanika hates me. Okay, let's check with Oscar. But nothing else happened after we all went home last night. Yeah, I guess we can see if the house is still haunted. You're so brave for sleeping in that house after everything we went through. I know, I would have given it at least another day. I'd rather sleep in the woods with the ditchlings than someplace that was that haunted. Morning light streams in through the library's large windows. In the bright daylight, it's once again a place of comfort, all menace having fled in the wake of Charles Shaw Jr.'s departure. No ghost. Thank God. I was not up for an encore. I guess Oscar must be in the back. I know that's where I'd be if I finally got my house back. Let's go. Make your way back towards the annex. It feels strange to be back here in the light of day, as if the events the previous evening were all just a terrible dream. This hallway creeps me out. Kanika knocks on the door. Oh, good morning. It's good to see all of you. Please come in. All of you? It's just us two. Right? You have no idea how good it felt to sleep in our own home last night. Though I suppose I didn't do too much sleeping. I mostly sat and stared at the hatch all night. Nothing happened, but the idea that something could happen was more than enough to keep me wide awake. All the cat stuff is gone. Notice that? Oh, so are the little creatures. So, what brings you here? Stella's been missing since last night. We're trying to figure out if anyone's seen her. She hasn't gotten in touch with any of you? Nope. We have no clue where she's gone. That's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. Should have done a better job warning her. Stella's practically banging down your door to try to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were going to be able to stop her. There's no way you could have known how she would react when she found it. Now I'm really starting to worry. It sounds like no one in town's seen her. Sorry that I can't be more helpful, especially after everything y'all have done for us. I know time is of the essence right now, but while you're here, I wanted to let you know that I'm determined to do whatever I can to help investigate what's happening in our town. I was hoping we could compare notes. It might help me narrow down where I should start my research. As far as I'm aware, there was nothing paranormal in Scarlet Hollow before recently. Now here we are, recently surrounded by weird little goblin creatures in the woods and plagued by angry ghosts. You think there was an inciting event, right? I do. That's my thought too. It was never like this in the Holler before. Something must have happened that kicked all this magic stuff off. There's a root cause for all of this. Hopefully there's a way to put the genie back in its bottle. I'm gonna do my best to figure out if there have been similar events and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. Fill you in on what little we know, so you at least have some place to start. We've been finding these weird stone seals. There's one in the mines, another in your basement. There might be more. Those are those carvings you mentioned last night, right? To think there was something like that under my house all this time. I think someone must have put it there. But who? Gives me quite a few threads to follow. Thank you, Clem. Clem, didn't you say you felt something similar to the mine seal outside the clinic yesterday? I hope that doesn't mean something weird's about to happen there, too. You know, I was thinking about filling that basement with cement and pretending it was never a part of this house. But if we're all here, maybe we should go down and take a closer look at that carving, seal, whatever it is. It's been bad enough going into haunted houses and abandoned coal mine at night, but there's something that feels so much worse about going down there in the middle of the day. Can't say I'm thrilled about the thought of it either. We need to do whatever we can to start getting ahead of things. I really don't think this is a good idea. I think we have to. I mean, they're like getting bolder, right? I couldn't agree more. After everything you've done to keep my family safe the past days, I'm not gonna risk losing our home because I was too scared of some old stone carving. Oscar, I feel like this is a bad idea. Oh, Nico, I'm sorry. You don't have to go down there with us. You can wait upstairs. Oscar leads you back down the familiar hallway to Rosalina's room. Hey, Rosalina. Oh, hi, everyone. What are you doing in my room? Going back to the basement, Rosa. I'm afraid there's something down there that might help us figure out what's going on in the town. Probably best you go to the library while we... No way. If you're going down there, I'm going too. Remember what you said last night? No more secrets. We're in this together. You're right, Rosa. You can come with us. No more secrets. Am I the only person in the town that doesn't have a death wish? Just give me a moment to move all this out of the way. Oscar gets to work moving the furniture from the trapdoor, his broad shoulders making quick work of it. Broad shoulders. Someone on this writing team wants to fuck Oscar. Before you and your companions know it, you find yourselves transfixed to the trapdoor. Oscar opens the hatch with a menacing creak. Everybody's heart skips a beat. But none of you are swept into a ghost nightmare puppet show. The sun continues to shine, the birds continue to sing. Brother, I hurt people. Outside Rosalina's window. See? Nothing to be worried about. A slight tremor in his voice tells you he's mostly saying that for himself. Shall we? Yeah, I take it back. I'm good staying up here while y'all take a look down there. I do not like the vibe I'm getting from that pit. Alright, see ya. You descend the basement stairs and find yourself in the same cold, unfinished place you were in last night. You can't shake an oppressive feeling. Whether that feeling is driven more by the trauma of the past night or something more tangible, you're unsure. Well, I guess whatever we're looking for is in that pit. I guess we should take a look. Oscar walks up to the burial site, eyes widening as he peers inside. Yeah, we'll look in the pit. Why not? So there's the dead body. The eternally screaming remains of Charles Shaw Jr. are exactly where you left them last night, staring back up at you with empty sockets. The carving lies beneath him, the heavy stone acting as his coffin. Look smart. 3 dogs run an endless loop around a furious goat, all bound in a ring of flame. The style seems almost Greek or maybe Greco-Roman. The weathered carving reminds you of something you might see in a temple. Gross. You rotted all over that rock. You have no interest in getting any closer. This carving has trouble written all over it, and who knows what kind of diseases. Charlie. You look so small. Don't touch it. I'll have to call Dr. Kelly about this. We should put his body to rest, right? That's how these things usually go. He hasn't popped up out of the grave or decided to make any of us into puppet, so maybe he's really done for good. I think so. That's gonna make it a lot easier to sleep tonight. Does that mean you'll let me sleep in my actual bed? Whoa, whoa. Let's give it one more night. I still don't know how I feel about you sleeping on top of that rock. What do you think? Wolves encircling a goat. It's a start. What was on the carving in the mines? A circle of arms bound up in chains. It's good that the game remembered that, because I didn't. Interesting. I'm sure that description will be more than enough to get started. Can I help? I want to do something. I'm tired of just waiting around. Sure, you can help. I think I've got more than enough to get started. Let's get out of here. You and the others make your way back up to Rosalina's room. As soon as you're all in place, Oscar closes the trapdoor and moves the furniture back in place. So, did y'all get possessed or cursed or anything? No, but we gotta see a dead body. Do you want to see a picture of it? I'm okay, Rosalina. I'll be back to check in on you in a minute. I've got a couple things to finish up with these folks. You and Kanika follow Oscar back to the living room. So, I have more than enough to get started on my research now, but is there anything else I should know about? I think there's something in the clinic. There was this door yesterday, and I could feel something pull me towards it. Right, I'd almost forgotten after everything that happened yesterday. So there was something there that reminded you of the mines, right? I see. I'll dig up what I can on the clinic. There's a lot of history there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something haunting that place as well. God, you don't think that's why REESE is sick, do you? Could be. Isn't it? Oh my god, there's like a type of ghost. I think it's like shadow people that is supposed to be like. That's how they kill you. So they like make you sick. He's been sick for years, hasn't he? If there's something supernatural causing his illness, it puts a bit of a wrench in our recency theory. It does, but maybe it's there's more to it than that. Maybe things being clustered so tightly together is just a coincidence. Maybe Scarlet Hollow's been weird for a long time and we're all just starting to notice. It took me back-to-back encounters with the paranormal on consecutive nights to even consider we might be dealing with something supernatural. REESE mentioned a movie night, right? Perfect cover for an investigation. And then we get to watch his cool J-horror movie and spend a little time with the man himself. Who knows if that would fly with Dr. Kelly, though? After last night, I'm pretty sure she's not going to let us anywhere near her house. Could we not just text him and sneak in? If we investigate the clinic, I think we're going to have to break in. No, absolutely not. It's what Stella would do. She's been 3 for 3 this week when it comes to finding spooky stuff. She's also been 3 for 3 when it comes to finding her way into mortal peril. Yeah, that's a good point. This is why we have to find her as soon as possible. It shouldn't fall on me to suggest we do something dangerous. I'm terrible at selling it. Not that I don't think we should figure out what's going on in here. We just need to be cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it is to help a friend. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to research before you do anything rash, okay? I wonder if this could be the work of some cult. Why are they smiling like that? I don't know, just throwing things out there. Let's not get all satanic panic just yet. I know it's not looking unlikely at this point, but having lived in this town my whole life, I feel like I would know if there was a cult that ran the place. Cult doesn't necessarily have to run the town to have an impact here. It doesn't even have to be active. From what I gathered, those carvings you've been talking about are old, and whoever left them here is probably long gone. See what I can find. You never know. Sounds like you've got everything you need to work on for now. We should get back to looking for Stella. I do. Thanks for the lead, Clem. Let us know what you find. I will. So, that's Oscar. Any other ideas? Go to the mines. Guess there's a decent chance Stella went to find your cousins since they're friends. Come on, I'll drive us. You follow Kanika to her van. It isn't long before you find yourselves outside the Scarlet mines. Are people still digging for those girls even though they're on strike? Wall of bodies, picket signs, and megaphones, hand in hand, form a human barricade all around the entrance to the Scarlet mines. I hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the midst of all this. Look out, fellas. That's the boss's cousin, and Zach said these kids were just down at the diner acting suspicious. Don't engage. What? I'm on your side. Ha 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 ha. I may be related to Tabitha, but I stand with the workers. I just collectively ignore you. That's good. Have any of you seen Stella Richmond? She went missing sometime in the past day and we haven't been able to find her. YouTuber? She's the one on all the banned from property posters, right? We haven't seen her. We've been out here all day, so we'd know if she came by. Make sure to keep an eye out. Can't say we'll be of much help, though. We'll be just standing around here for the foreseeable future. Worried about those kids stuck in the mine? We've heard voices, so we know they're alive. Now we just have to get them out. They're alive? That's amazing. You must be so scared down there. I don't know if they're alive, actually. Because we have seen quite a few not alive things make voices recently, so we've got a team working in shifts to get them out as fast as we can. We may be striking, but that doesn't mean we're taking the boss and making the boss any money. Not that we won't do everything we can for the kids who need us. Okay, if I haven't seen Stella, let's just go. Guess that's it for the mines. Come on, I'll drive us back to town and we can figure out our next move from there. I think just left is the church, right? At least we get to see it. The church? What do you think, Stella decided to get religious all of a sudden? Just want to be thorough. Let's just make it quick. I don't want him trying to rope me into some church event. No, I don't think alpacas or something. Kanika leads the way, taking you up the gradual slope towards the church. Alright, where's that weirdo? My! 3 visitors at once? On a Thursday? This is unprecedented. 3? There's only 2 of us. But there are only 2 of us. Oh no, were we followed by a ditchling? Were we followed by Wayne? Oh god. What's up, old people? Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of death I've had in the past 2 days have forced me into the midst of an existential crisis, my dudes. I wanted to see if Faith held any answers for me. Alas, I have not yet found the solace I seek. Give it time, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart, but when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. Bye. Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night and no one's seen her since. I'm starting to get pretty worried. We hope maybe you or Janie's seen her? Can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. I'd like to talk to my wife. She's just over by the alpacas. Oh, Clem, I was hoping I might be able to talk in private. Sure, what's up? I guess I'll leave you to it while I check in with Janie. Kanika heads off towards Janie and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I'm so glad you decided to come up and visit me. So many young people these days think they can solve all the problems in the world on their own. Meanwhile, God is right there, ready to help them, if only they'd let him into their hearts. Pastor's eyes dart back and forth towards the alpacas. Okay, good. She's gone. You're new in town. What kind of impression did I make on you? Am I creepy? I haven't done anything wrong, but you have no chill. It's hard to open up to someone who's so tense and uncomfortable. That's the first truth you're slinging at me. I wasn't always like this, you know? Believe it or not, before I moved to Scarlet Hollow, I used to be pretty popular. I was one of the cool kids over at Harvard Divinity School. Harvard? You went to Harvard? What the hell just happened? Okay, he dropped the Harvard bomb on us and now there's a child here, and we're in a forest? He's interrupted by the sounds of a snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle. Partly muffled by the underbrush on the edge of the property. Tulip! Come out of there, you know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Is that his daughter? Tulip glances into the woods, quiet as she hesitates. I don't like that he named his daughter Tulip. Tulip, are you gonna be good, or are we gonna skip story time tonight? I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise. I know you won't, Tulip. Because you know it's dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time they got fed. You can give them hay. Tulip smiles broadly, seeming excited by the prospects, and hurrying off. Sorry. Had to have a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into the woods a lot lately, and it's really dangerous, even for adults. There's this massive trash dump not too far past the trees, But it must be at least 50 years old, so it's all grown over and looks like part of the landscape. Oh, that's probably that tetanus forest that Stella told us about in chapter 1. If you accidentally walk on it, you might find yourself falling hip deep into a mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Tulip made up some imaginary friends and keeps telling us that they want her to go out there. Like the word of some fictional creature she made up is going to convince us it's a good idea for her to play in someone's old garbage. But she's 7. Of course she would get some funny little ideas like that. I'd love to get the community to rally around a big cleanup. It's about time someone got rid of all that junk. Oh, Tetanus Lake, yeah. Stella told me about it. Tetanus Lake? That's an accurate name. I wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, or if it would only make it more alluring. How big a trash dump are we talking? Would a weekend of hard work clear it out? Maybe if you had construction equipment and a team of professionals. It's a big area, and I have no idea how deep it goes. In the meantime, I'm just making sure Tulip knows not to go near it. What's that you were saying about imaginary friends? Oh, she's just been talking about these friends of hers. Little stories about creatures that live in the church. I'm sure she saw some animal in there and decided it was her friend. Nothing to be overly concerned about, except the trash heap situation. This man is lying to you. In fact, he's been lying since the moment he mentioned these imaginary friends. Oh, that was creepy. Whatever his daughter has been talking about is real, and he knows it. Ooh! Sounds to me like you know exactly what she's been talking to. Daniel's eyes go wide for just a second. Don't. He does. He obviously does. He hunches his shoulders, his voice suddenly quiet. There are rats in the church. There, I said it. It's embarrassing, but she saw one at some point and she can hear them scurrying around the walls, and she's decided they're her little friends. Please, keep this between us and don't tell Janie. I don't want her knowing this church is in such rough shape. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Kanika walking back towards the two of you. She must have finished talking to Janie. Janie hasn't seen Stella either, so we'd better get going. Hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yes, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. I'll let y'all be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. Alright, thanks. See ya. Interesting. Okay. Kanika starts back down the path of town and you follow. Okay, now we've put some distance between us and the church. What did he want to talk to you about? He didn't say anything weird, did he? Philip's apparently made some weird imaginary friends. We might want to check it out later this week. Kids make up imaginary friends all the time. Pastor Daniel says there's a rat infestation in the church, and the rats are her friends. I don't know, it seems weird. Okay. Once she said hate going back there, I guess that's a loose lead. If we don't have anything else to investigate once we found Stella and... Nika pauses. Once we've checked out the clinic, then maybe we can look around the church? Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? You remember your appointment with Sybil. She seemed to be confident last night that Stella would be okay. Maybe she'll be able to help you find her. She knew about ditchlings after all. She seems to know all sorts of things. She's the only person who believed you and Stella from the beginning. She could prove to be a valuable asset. We should talk to your mom. I'm supposed to have tea with her today. Sure, we can humor her. She's probably going to give you some rocks or bundle of herbs for protection or something, which might actually work. Who knows? Guess there's only one way to find out. The bells at the general store chime welcomingly as the two of you enter. Kanika, there you are. You're supposed to stay in bed today, remember? And hello, Clem. Hope you're sufficiently recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. It's just that Stella's missing, and Stella can take care of herself. Unlike you. Need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go running around spreading that cold of yours. What cold? This is like the third or fourth time Sybil has mentioned that cold, and... is Kanika even sick? Go on, get up to bed. I'll be up in a minute with more tea. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk to Clem about. I'm really feeling okay. I want to hear what you wanted to say to them. I'll just be doing a tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should really lie down. Bye, Clem. See ya. Kanika turns and heads towards the stairs without saying another word. Good thing Kanika has her mom looking out for her. She seems so tired today, and you'll probably be able to find Stella without her. Shall we? Sybil motions towards the tea room. Please have a seat. I'll bring you a fresh cup. Take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here, only a sliver of sunlight able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright grow lights over the plants in the corner. Castor bean. It's an incredibly toxic plant. It's strange for a tea maker to keep around her workplace. Yeah, that's true. So pretty, though. Sybil joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy with an undercurrent of decaying earth. It's the same tea she brought you on Tuesday. We'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat? The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth? I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. Me too, Queen. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter the age difference. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Perlan was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say, she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her quite the rebel. We already know their mom died in childbirth, but I guess we could ask, just to find out more. You know about my grandma. I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died while the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke of them, nor did your mother. Why were Perlan and my mother raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mom? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. She didn't survive the labor. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? Suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something, just as forgettable. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. Didn't Grandma Edwardine, whatever her name is, she killed Charles Shaw Jr., Charlie, who we saw in the mines when they were teenagers, right? So is he our actual great-grandpa? Or grandpa? Whatever? Interesting. Fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it, what with skipping town and all. What happened when she found out she was pregnant? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew, but the way Vivian was that night she came to me, stuck in my mind. It always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. Is there a curse, maybe? Like a family curse? You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. The aftertaste combines with the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. Close your eyes and take another sip, then another. It's delightful. Tea is gone before you know it, the small cup empty save for what's left of rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. It's kind of funny because I hate to reference Harry Potter like this, but Sybil Trelawney is the you know, like the really famous scene in Harry Potter where they get their tea leaves done and then it's like the dog at the cup. Their teacher is Sybil, isn't it? Right? Is Sybil like some sort of like historic figure in terms of like tea leaves reading or something like that? Oh good. Glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now, on to business. Sybil takes a cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may, at the very least, be able to figure out what it is. There's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. Kitty cat? Why would a cat be our enemy? Cat is my friend, I'll have you know. Does it think Frou-Frou hates me? Frou-Frou is my friend. She slept on my feet. All these people, my goodness. Some of these, why would it be Dr. Kelly? Or Pastor Daniel? Oh, the cat's gotta be Pixel. Maybe it's Frou-Frou. Those are two cats I know. Here, the cat isn't a literal cat. Like I said, it's a symbol for an enemy lurking in plain sight. Probably a human enemy, but most certainly not a cat. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. So be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. Like I said last episode, I'm a little nervous about her. I feel like she knows more than she's letting on. I'm also nervous about Stella. The other thing I can think too is maybe something with REESE. I know we don't know him very well yet, but I do think it's interesting that Street Smart specifically pointed out that his mom seems scared of him. I don't know. I guess it could be Wayne too. It could be anybody. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way. It's likely that it's connected to some hidden enemy. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Till the cat reveals itself, it seems your best course of action is to seek these carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with that information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Yeah, definitely. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. You didn't get all this from tea leaves. Of course she didn't. She's smart. She knows how to deduce things from the leaves. Of course not. Tea leaves are merely a guide. Sometimes they can help confirm suspicions or fill in where my intuition falls short. My family has lived in these hills a long time, as has yours. I know the Scarlets have secrets. I know Vivian was scared for you. But your place in all this is something we have to figure out together. And that's where little tricks like tea leaves come in handy. We shouldn't digress. Do you know where you might find that next stone? I know it's probably not a comfortable proposition, considering what's happened around them the past couple nights, but I know where to go, and I'm going there, but I don't know 100% if I should trust you to tell you where it is. Anything that happens around those stones may be worth it, if it means you're able to get ahead of your adversary and whatever threatens this town. I think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. Thanks, I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. Hope all goes well and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. Small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Sybil closes the door to the tea room, the bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. You see any weird rocks around town? Yeah. You. So, Kanika has a cold, huh? That's what she says. She's just trying to get out of work again. Like, I didn't have anything better to do all week while she sits in her room watching anime. So it's the guy in Goku pants, literally. Everybody knows Dragon Ball is good anime. She watches the trashy shit. This is from Sailor Moon. I think it's on the same level as, like, Dragon Ball. Check in on Kanika. Not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. Make your way upstairs. I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just gonna lay down. I don't want to like, I want to go straight to the clinic. I don't know if I want to like, oh jeez. Like, I'm scared that if I hang out with somebody right now, it's gonna skip clinic time. I don't know. Okay, let's, I'm not your mom. Oh, Clem, what's up? Come in? Sorry, Clem, my mom was right. I'm exhausted. Probably shouldn't push it or wind up worse tomorrow. Alright, see ya. Make your way up the familiar hill, past the row of ragged houses that make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. It's not long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic, its secrets enticing you to find your way in. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. It's the doctor's office, not Fort Knox. Why would the clinic door even be locked? Because it's a doctor's office, there's probably, like, pills and scalpels. Carefully make your way up the old wooden stairs of the clinic's wraparound porch, avoiding any suspiciously creaky-looking steps. You push the door open slowly, just enough for you to slip in, but enough to risk any sound from the door's ancient hinges. Oh, fuck! I just realized I should have knocked on REESE's door. Because even if I can't get into the clinic, I wanted to see REESE. I'm making so many bad choices. Oh jeez, she's like right there. She hasn't noticed you. You shut the door silently, watching her closely. You're in the clinic. Free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. What? Feel that odd oh, I see. Feel that odd sensation again. Nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. You've been caught by its gravity, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. Oh, so it's still daylight out. That's why it's unlocked. I see. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Huh? There's a morgue? And REESE is in here? He's dead? What are you doing in the morgue? What are you doing in the morgue? Hi. Hey. This is funny. Whoa, okay, hello, back up. Back up. Sorry, this must look kind of weird. I promise I'm not secretly dead already or something. Sometimes I just come down here to practice, rehearse. For being dead? I mean, handle this how you want. I feel like this may not be the healthiest. Can we still flirt? If you are a living corpse, that wouldn't be a deal breaker. Honestly, it wouldn't. It really wouldn't. Vampires are like #1 on my interest list, so. I feel like we're like pulling too hard right now. We need to leave this poor man alone. He's like trying to die in peace, and then we show up in town and we're like borderline sexually harassing him right now. That's good to know I'm still not, but I'm glad I haven't managed to scare you off. It's not often I get to meet new people. Oh, maybe we're not scaring him off. Especially new people I would like to get to know better. His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. That is a tugging in my pants. That is not- I don't care about that freaking thing right now. You almost feel yourself slipping into a trance and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Follow the pull. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel REESE's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment, the thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you. You kind of look possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Why wall? Need see thing, but why wall and stand way? Let me inside. I mean, I would like to be inside him. There's some kind of magic shit going on, man. Get behind the wall. There's a stone carving on the other side of the wall, and I need to see it. REESE glances at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? It's probably a bad idea, but you really need to get in there. I'm pretty sure there's an emergency act somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the doc out of our hair. Just take 2 seconds. Get the doc out of our hair? Yeah, if I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Sure if I were to get her out of the house. Okay. And most of the time it's true anyway. Classy. Why are we being a dick? How'd you learn that little trick? Use what you got. Use what you got to get what you need. No shame in that. Exactly. Sounds great. I will destroy the wall. Sounds great. Lead the way. Sweet. Be right back. Yeah. Hate to see you leave. Love to watch you go. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. He has a soft voice. Oh my gosh. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Bro. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. Looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I just picked some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. Main Street. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale too. Okay, zero for actually no, 1 for 2 here, because orange juice, bleh. Gross. Sorry, it's the truth. Ginger ale, it's fucking slaps. I of all the juices, cranberry juice is the best. Cran grape is the absolute #1 like champion of all time. Goat, winner, just like the epitome of juice. Cranberry is also really good. Apple is really good. Actually, like lemon juice and lime juice are really good. Honestly, like everything is good. Besides, I don't like orange juice, and and I'm allergic to pineapple juice. And I always say I'm allergic to mango, but it's actually just that I used to really, really hate it, and for whatever reason, people like are upset. Like if you say you don't like mango, they will try to force feed you mango. So I'd always say I was allergic, so I didn't have to eat it, and people would like not try to force me to eat it. But in the last year, I've started to really like mango, and this is so inconsequential. I'm just talking to talk right now. Okay, that would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. That won't take too long though. Maybe we should have like asked her for, I don't know, something that they lock up and one of those little anti-theft things, so she'd have to sit there and press the button like 10 times. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her? Oh, and I bet he can't do it, so we're gonna have to look all cool and big and strong and break down that door for him. Or wall, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, the wall. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked! The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long until she's back. What? As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. But what's gonna happen, like, when she comes back and the wall is destroyed? It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. Make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. Something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records, with your family's name on them. I'll read later. Reese watches you with curiosity. Sealing medical documents? He doesn't even give a shit. My family's gonna keep secrets from me. I better learn what I can. Totally. Steal anything you need. You've got a mystery to solve, and I'm not gonna stand in your way. Let's check the medical supply room next. I can imagine a room full of chemicals being a place someone might want to keep an axe. Better be careful stealing stuff in there, though. That might really get you in trouble. Yeah. Let's steal some lorazepam, like the White Lotus. Piper, no! Tsunami! Turn around and leave the office. It's time to move on. Come Come on, let's keep going. There it is. Oh, nice. Won't it set off an alarm? Oh! We better not break the glass. I'd rather explain why I had to steal the axe after we've had a chance to use it. There must be a key in here somewhere. He stops, as if listening to something you can't hear. Shit, she's back already. As if on cue, you hear the front door to the clinic open and close, the creak of its antique hinges echoing down the hallway. Footsteps start down towards the hall. Shit, she's headed this way. Quick, we gotta hide. I'm not supposed to be in here. He opens the closet door and hurriedly motions you inside. We're gonna play a little 7 Minutes in Heaven. Right? Is that what it's called? I don't know. It wasn't like a thing at my high school. But it's always in like those like teen movies. You slip past him, scrunching into the small space as best you can. Oh my gosh, we're in this small space in a scary situation, all crammed up against each other. What? Oh. There's not enough room. Yeah, come in. Look at those cheekbones, damn. Make space, and he slips in next to you, holding the door just enough that you can both still monitor the entrance to the supply room. Dr. Kelly storms in, plastic bag in tow. She takes something out of the bag and places it on the counter. Then she hurries back out, bag rustling as she makes her way back down the hallway. Better wait a second, just in case. I'm gonna save in case maybe we're overdoing it, like he's gonna get mad or something, but... Momentarily distracted from the danger at hand by REESE's sudden closeness. This is actually kind of crazy that this game has like a dating mechanic, but I like low-key love it. I feel like every game in the world would benefit from a dating mechanic. It's just so fun. It makes me like more involved in a story when I have like someone to flirt with in a story. It's almost strange to be here with him after the way he was hidden away the first few days of your week in Scarlet Hollow. It made him into a seemingly mythical figure, the tragic artist wasting away in a basement guarded by a tyrannical warden. Now he's right in front of you, a flesh and bone, blood human being. Bone. One you could reach out and touch if you so desired. Oh! Oh! Okay, these are crazy. Okay. There's no one I'd rather be stuck in an enclosed space with. That might be too forward. I like you, you're interesting. I feel like he's got some sort of individuality complex. He seems like he's really leaning into the quirky boy thing, so maybe he'd like that. If you're scared, you can hold my hand. I don't think he's scared, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I don't want him to be scared, but like I don't think it would work. Grasp the door frame, leaning dangerously close to him. I feel like that might make us fall over, and also I don't want to fall on him because like, isn't he like terminally ill? Like, I feel like if we fall on top of him, might kill him. Like I'm probably taller than him. I don't like want to hurt him. Lean in, gently touching REESE's arm, taking the moment. I like the touching his arm or the you're interesting. This seems out of place. Maybe I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. You pretend to lean in to get a better look through the small gap in the door. Your skin brushes against his. Oh, did he blush? That's cute. REESE. Oh, I'm sinking my claws in right now. You're not gonna escape. It's cool, as you'd expect from someone who'd just taken a nap in a morgue, but not unpleasant. It's almost a relief in the sticky air of the closet. He reflexively twitches away from you, emitting a small involuntary gasp. What? That's crazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. His voice is quiet. You can feel him trembling slightly. He's trembling? Wow. This game gets more intriguing every day. You can feel him trembling slightly, the air between you practically vibrating. Was it nice to accidentally touch? That's insane. That's like the craziest way you can phrase that. Was it nice to accidentally touch? Afraid of getting cooties? That seems cunty. Oh wait, can I say that on YouTube? I asked that like in one of the last videos I made. You know what? Who cares? I did that on purpose. It's okay, I don't mind. Let's not push too hard. Let's just be nice. You can feel him relax slightly, though he's still tense, coiled up in the small space like an anxious cat. This is the second time that they've compared him to a cat. probably making my bed to lie in right now. I'm digging myself 6 feet deep. Because they did make like the emo boy Tumblr sexy man archetype. If they make him the villain, they would trap a lot of people. And I'm walking right into this. Eyes wide. You know what? Right here, right now. I don't care if he's a villain. I don't give a shit. We're going for it. Oh. Then, if you need to lean in, then that's okay. I don't mind either. He's so cute. He's so cute. Aww. You lean in again, and so does he. Your body's touching as you both stare out into the office. What are we even staring for at this point? We've been talking for like 5 minutes. You feel his heartbeat through his skin. It's going at a rabbit's pace, his breath shallow. Oh, this is cute. The sounds of him are drowned out by Dr. Kelly's footsteps, creaking their way across the house towards the open door of the office. Bitch, stop! I'm trying to freaking get your son laid before he dies. Can you leave? His head swivels suddenly. That was the door to my house. We're in the clear. Let's go. Okay, what the hell is that? Can we ask that? What is that? What is that? Two of you spill out of the closet. No, it's okay. We can just stay in there for a while. Reese quickly and quietly starts pulling out drawers, scanning them for keys. He's on a mission. You can't help but notice what Dr. Kelly left on the long steel table in the middle of the room. A sprig of small furry fruits. Castor beans. Hey, didn't we just see those at Sybil's? Castor beans. An incredibly toxic plant. Strange your teammate keep around your workplace. Yeah, that's true. You see them elsewhere in town, but for the life of you can't remember where. At Sybil's! I'm not stupid. Okay, good. Explore. I was like, oh shoot, do we have to choose between flirting and being smart? I was having fun in there. Reese pauses his search, barely glancing back at you, but you still see pink blossom on his cheekbones. Plink. We could always spend more time together later, once we're done sneaking around. Oh, you better believe it. You betcha. The doc hasn't kicked you out by then. She doesn't have to know. He turns away, continuing to rifle through drawers, trying to hide the grin that spread across his face at the suggestion. He's so cute. If he's evil, I'm gonna be so fucking sad. He's so cute. Oh. Why did your mom get castor beans? Can we talk about that? Why did your mom get castor beans? Yes! Found the keys! I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know. Maybe the mom did some sort of, like, crazy occult ritual to, like, try and spare him from death. And that's what's, like, been going down in the town. He holds up a small ring of keys with each with a strip of colored tape on the head. What's this about beans? Oh, those weird little fruit things? Reese unlocks the cabinet and offers you the fire axe. Oh yeah, we get the fucking fire axe. If he was evil, wouldn't he want to hold the fire axe? Here's your axe. Thank you, Reese. I don't know. I've never seen him before. I'm not allowed in the supply room. Probably some kind of medicinal plant, right? She took out a chemistry set too, though come to think of it, she's not supposed to make medicine. She's not a pharmacist. This room is just storage for orders she gets from the pharmacist over in Brevard. Why would she bring something like that in here? Let him draw. Oh, is she poisoned? Is that what's making him sick? She's got like that thing like Gypsy Rose's mom. This means make rice and the deadly poison. She's not making it though, right? Why would she make that? She's a doctor. Well, let's let him draw his own conclusions. Besides, it's best to let Reese draw his own conclusions. Maybe she has some kind of information on it lying around here somewhere. Drawer over there's locked. If I were information on some mysterious alien-looking fruit, I'd probably be in a locked drawer, right? Good thing I already have the keys. Unlocks the drawer. Wow, he was quick with it. You gotta say though, I'm also noticing two things. One, I think his nails are longer than the last episode. Am I crazy? I swear to God he had normal length nails last episode, now he's got long nails. But either way, look at his hands next to the mouse cursor. We're so fucked. He's so definitely gonna turn out to be mega evil. I'm so fucked. Who cares? Who cares? You know what? He wants to destroy the town. I will help him. He unlocks the drawer, pulling out a notebook. This is about me. Oh shit. There's stuff in here from when I was like 12. Some kind of diary or medical history or both, I guess. What the hell is this? Something about another episode? I guess she's referring to one of my rough nights. Oh, here we go. There's illustrations. Illustrations! What did we draw? Also, this looks like we're holding him at, like, like we're attacking him because we've got this, like, axe, like, aimed at him. I feel like I'm playing, like, pyro right now. He glances to the strange plant on the countertop. Those beans you mentioned. She uses them to make my medication. It's poison, right? He jerks his head towards the door. Shit, that was the door from the house. We gotta run. You follow REESE's instructions, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right, we did have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just gonna go chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, it's just my music. Be sure to put in earplugs. Okay, while I was talking, there was like... Yeah, there's creepy little sounds happening. Be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. Oh, you listen to industrial? Okay, let's talk about it. Let's exchange Spotifys. Kind of interested. I bet you have some... Do you have any recommendations? You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. Can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for a corpse. Do you at least have a blanket this time? She seems a lot more caring about him today than she did yesterday. Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You don't have to do that. I'll grab something from my room later. Sure, whatever you're able to do. You hear the door close and the sound of REESE descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent lit room below. Hey. You listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down? Of course I do. I'm sad all the time. Glad my music taste is finally coming in handy. It's the exact cover we need. Stop asking questions. I am trying to get to know my colleague better. Ah! I can't even say any more. Oh, fuck this. Okay, may I make the first blow? Maybe he wants to do it. Oh, shoot, we didn't get to warn him that something freaky might happen. Because if that same thing happens again that happened last time, like, I don't know if he could handle that, like, medically. Should we save? Okay, maybe I should make the first blow just in case, and then maybe it'll only happen to me? Sure, but I want to get in a few after you. I've got some confused and angry feelings I'd like to work out. You push the fire into the morgue, axe practically singing through the air as you strike the wall. The first cut offers a surprising amount of resistance. There's some structure behind it. Some wood frame holding it in place, trying to stand between you and what waits for you on the other side. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. Holy shit. We did that? In one hit? What? Are we freaking King Kong? What? And we didn't let him- we should have, like, pretended to be, like, oh, I only broke it halfway, like, here, you can do it, so then he could get those angry hits that he wanted. Holy shit. The splintered edges frame a dark passage seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff, cold seeping from a forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. REESE coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. Yeah, I mean, there's probably mold in there. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air. Yeah, this air might not be good to breathe. At least from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew scent like the room is filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward, and you climb into the hole. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall? His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Oh, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of an unknowable year. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. So more snakes. Oh jeez. Enoch, I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. They said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch was the guy that did something that Charlie Shaw was all freaked out about, right? Enoch, what am I gonna do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. Wasn't there a Theodore in our family tree? Way back in the first chapter? That looked like a little kid, maybe? Am I imagining that? I've been doing my own research, and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out, I promise. I went to talk to the witch. Oh, the witch is definitely freaking Sybil, okay? I said it. I'll say it again. She's like immortal or something. Witch? But that's nonsense. It's all right. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Okay. Everything goes black. Hey. What just happened? Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. You're in an unfamiliar bed. REESE leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Let's see what he's got here. Is that a pinhead? Nice. And this is is this Martyrs right here? To be honest, REESE, I'm sorry, I'm not a huge Martyrs fan. It's fine. The idea of skinning someone like that is pretty interesting. Hellraiser is good though. I'll stand with you on Hellraiser. You a Saw fan? Love Saw. That's my personal favorite movie actually. Okay. Hey, I was worried you'd slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal. Found some weird carving and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. You okay? Nobody in this town, like, you're having a seizure, nobody in this town ever gets a doctor. Like, there's a doctor upstairs, and I get why he maybe did not want to approach the doctor at this moment, but, like, still. Oh yeah, let's see what he's got. There's Lola. That's cute. I bet he plays Dead by Daylight. I didn't even notice these before going down the stairs. That's pretty cool. I don't know what this is, I'm sorry, or this. If they're actual references to something, or this, but... He's definitely a horror movie fan. Obviously. Can I get you hooked on this series called Fear and Hunger?
Oh,
You okay? Wow, there's a lot going on. These just can't be good for me. You didn't call an ambulance? I had a vision. Some of those documents I swiped, right? Should probably get going. No! 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 Stay here. Let's watch that movie. Nothing spooky happened? Mountain didn't collapse on us? Ghosts? No, nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable I carried you back here. That was a few hours ago. I don't have the kind of muscle mass required for that. But you have a delicate constitution! Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I am wondering about that. I mean, maybe he just kicked us. Or maybe he told his mom. I don't know. But yeah, whatever. We'll flirt. Wish I'd been awake while you carried me. He's so cute! Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room, so she didn't carry me. So then I do wonder, like, how did he carry me? I don't want to be like, you're too puny for that. Like, that seems, like, kind of rude. But figured you wouldn't want to come to in the morgue. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things, like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. Still have my documents. Yeah, you should still have them on you. I guess we just kind of accused him of stealing. Okay. Sure enough, you pull out the file containing medical documents. Okay. Cause of death, sleep apnea, discovered by her daughter Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. Her middle name is Chrysanthemum? Edwardines. Born April 9th, 1913. She was born the same day as Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. Don't ask how I know that. Aged 89, cause of death, heart failure, signed by her granddaughter Pearland Scarlet. Pretty normal. Almost made it to 90. Died of normal old person illness. Enix. September 9th, 1987. Died August 20th, 1957. Age 69. Cause of death, fall from cliff. Wow. This one has a coroner's report attached. Organ sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck, and body consistent with fall from great height. Theodore Scarlet. Okay, here we go. So there was a Theodore in our family tree. He was born in 1890. He died 1918, age 28, so he was young. I guess maybe not as much back then, but still pretty young. Cause of death, crushed in mine collapse. Body not recovered. Signed by his... Oh, wait. What does it mean, body not recovered? And also, in that flashback we saw, he was calling that guy Enoch, but he looked way more than 3 years older than him, didn't he? Right? 'Cause wasn't the other one born in 1887? Wow, did I misread that? He had a great uncle who died in the collapse. Joseph Scarlet, born April 14th, 1914, died June 7th, 1944. Louis Scarlet, born 1920, died 1944. So they died. So what is this? 30, 24. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. Well, they must have been Edwardine's brothers. Certificate of fetal death, infant boy. Andrew Charles Scarlet. Delivered April 3rd, 1945. Stillbirth to Edwardine. Cause of death, complications during birth, home burial. That settles the question of whether you're related to Charlie. Not so fast. There was no doctor present at the birth and a home burial. There's some information missing. It's Andrew Scarlet. She owned the doll, right? Born December 12th, 1947. Died August 20th, 1957. Age 9. Missing, presumed dead. Signed by Mother Edwardine Scarlet. Yeah, so she does own the doll. So she went missing. The same day Enoch died in a hiking accident. Mary Bell Scarlet. That's the woman whose picture's hanging up in our room, right? September 3rd, 1946. October 30th, 1963, age 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth. Signed by her mother, Edwardine Scarlet. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. An old family like yours? I believe it. Hopefully that's all ancient history, though. I wouldn't want something to happen to you. I'd like to get to know you a little better before either of us dies. What? Really? So what now? Can we watch that movie? We might be stuck down here for a little bit. The doc is on a warpath up there. I refuse to take my medicine and she's not happy about it. I'm sure you can understand why. Bro, you just gotta learn how to do, like, how to cheek medicine. Like, come on. I can show you. Just open your mouth. I can show you. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, he's getting angry. There's no way I was gonna take anything she gave me. She's been poisoning me for years. I guess, yeah, he did just kind of have a really big revelation there. I went ahead. And blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. I don't want to be down here. I want to leave. You blocked your door? Let's save. Maybe he is a villain. Please don't be a villain. Locked your door? course I did. Put a chair in front of it. It's never failed me before, so he's just like nervously pacing. I thought he was like, I don't know what I thought he was doing before when he was like running around. You don't need her coming down here to finish me off, or whatever it is she might do now that I know her treatment plan has been all these years. How are we supposed to get— there's a door, or I mean a window right there, isn't there? Oh yeah, sleep over. That's right, we can totally make the best of this whole situation. Maybe we can have a movie marathon. You're speaking my language. We'll wait until she's asleep, then we can at least get out of the basement and we can figure out what to do from there. I don't get why your mom would poison you though. I guess maybe like Munchausen by proxy? I don't know. But it's all in there. She never outright says what she's doing. And the recipe she came up with to deal with my flare-ups, whatever she thinks those are, involved that weird plant that was on the counter. Those castor beans, you were right, and ricin poison matches up with quite a few of my symptoms. The thing I can't figure out is whether she's been trying to kill me slowly, or she's just keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Either way, I don't think I've ever had an illness. I think the illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. She sure found a cure for that. Yikes. I mean, if that's what's really happening here, that's insane. I feel like the story's gonna do some, like, rug pull on us and be like, oh, she's poisoning him because he's actually a ghost at night and he's gonna kill us all. But, I mean, if that's what's really happening, that's just horrific abuse. And I'm so sorry, dude, that you're going through that. Ricin is really bad. How are you not dead? I don't know. Maybe it's low enough doses? Maybe I developed a tolerance? I think the fact that I feel more and more alive by the minute is enough proof that she was keeping me sick. I don't even need solid evidence. But 8 cops. Okay, we'll leave it at that. How are we supposed to pass the time? Distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's the lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality has been turned on its head. Probably a combo. It would obviously take more than a day for ricin poisoning to be out of his system. Does it have that long of a half-life? Doesn't feel awful, to be honest. You can always draw me. If you're sure you're okay with sitting for a portrait, I'd love to draw you. There's a quality to drawing that's almost like catching memories, as sappy as that probably sounds, but this can be a sort of snapshot of the night my life turned around. It's definitely a memory worth holding on to. I'll get you a chair. Whoa, hey. That cannot be comfortable. I hate sitting on stools like that. I feel like my back always hurts. And you know what, I gotta say, his posture is not the best, so his is probably hurting too. He excitedly hurries across the room, pulling up a couple chairs. Those aren't chairs. You see the differences in his energy now that he hasn't had his daily dose of poison. He's more talkative, less slouched, his long limbs no longer perpetually tucked at his sides. May I touch your face? Have at it. Sure. Blush. These options are crazy. Blush. Please do. Waggle your eyebrows suggestively. You don't even have to ask for permission. I'm not gonna say that because he should. I respect and admire that he asked permission. Admire is not the right word for that, but I'm glad he did. Wait, take his hand. You don't need to, I know my best angles. Sure. Whoa, 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 we're getting like POV shots. He really needs to trim his nails. Or at least just paint them. You know what, this is like he's got a really nice shape for his natural nails. Like, just I feel like you could really rock a black nail. Places a gentle hand on your jaw, tilting your head slightly to the side. His hands are warm now. The corpse-like coldness is gone, replaced by a lively heat that stays on your cheek even once he pulls his hand away. Perfect. That's you, baby. He pauses for a moment, his eyes locking with yours, a palpable tension filling the room. Wait, I'm confused. I feel like this one should be the explore option. Right? Because doesn't explore is like it doesn't stop what's happening? Whatever. I guess we'll do the explorer. Thanks for doing this. You have no idea how long it's been since I was able to have somebody sit for me. I think it's been like since high school, probably. You start sketching. The scraping of the graphite is quick and controlled, long lines sweeping across the paper. He pauses for a brief moment, glancing away in thought. I'd wanted to draw you since we met yesterday. You have such a striking bone structure. It makes for a truly unique face. I hope I can capture it. Thank you. I feel like unique face isn't always meant in the best way, but I'm sure he means it kindly. He glances up at you every couple seconds, the pencil still moving as he focuses his intense gaze on you. This is so much easier than usual. Sometimes getting the basic forms down can feel like pushing through mud. This is like breathing. It's just flowing out. What if he like draws us and they turn it around, it's just like ugly as shit. Like, we just look terrible. That's how he sees us. He continues sketching out your portrait. The sound of pencil on paper louder and bolder as his strokes gain confidence. Well, that's good. Confident strokes make good art. I just can't believe I let this go on for so long, but I never questioned her. But I so readily accepted the lies she gave me about my years being numbered and my illness being some bizarre mystery genetic thing no other doctor could solve. Well, she was your mother. I mean, I think, like, anyone wouldn't expect that from their own mom, and also, like, she's someone that you would implicitly trust, because she's not only your mom, but she's someone who holds a wealth of knowledge, medical knowledge, more than the average person or you. Like, it's pretty understandable that you would listen to her. I know it's hard to see when you're in the thick of it, but I was just so naive, and who knows what lasting damage she's managed to do to me. Yeah. Realize it isn't confidence that's deepening the lines on paper. It's anger, frustration. Uh-oh. I'm really not. I think I'm really good at handling people when they're, like, stressed or sad or, like, anything. I'm so bad at handling anger. Like, when people are angry, I never know what to do. I'm always just like, You scared me. Yeah, literally every time a man gets angry around me, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? You have a new future ahead of you. Here now. This one's kind of good. I'm not gonna say nothing. I feel like he's spiraling a little bit. I'm gonna be like, hey, dial it back, because I feel like that's just gonna make him uncomfortable. You have a new future ahead of you. I don't think I can. Not while I'm still down here. I think it might be a mistake to wait her out. She could be up there right now planning something. I don't know. Pencil snaps. Oh, I'm sorry. I must be acting strange. I feel strange. Do my nails look longer to you? I was saying that! I think his nails are longer than the last episode. Am I crazy? My perception skills noticed this. Just knock on the window. Oh, Jesus. Clem, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. Okay. I think we need to save. I think something's going on. Okay, I think our theory might be right. There's something up with REESE. I'm wondering I don't know if you guys remember, but in the very first episode, when we're talking about all the different things we believe in, and like cryptids and stuff with Stella, she had like a little thing. She was like talking about werewolves. It's like, I can't imagine a person becoming a monster. If this story so far has had really good writing, not just in terms of like the prose, but the actual structure and foreshadowing. I wonder if that was foreshadowing, that REESE becomes some sort of monster or something like that. Maybe he becomes a monster at night and like the mom's poisoning him to keep it under control. I don't know. We'll find out. Clem, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. Was he the cat? That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Oh, Jesus. Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the window. Good luck, freak. That glass is shatterproof. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. I don't need you to protect me. I really don't. Why did he call you that thing? Yeah. I mean, I guess it might be good to assure him that Wayne hasn't, like, actually hurt anybody so far. Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. Oh no. Protect both of us, Clem. No! I don't want you to protect me. Let me protect you. Oh Jesus. Oh no. He's doing like ultimate about to turn into a monster ass pose. Okay. He's about maybe he's like the mother ditchling. Maybe all the ditchlings are based on him or something. The window shatters. I guess it doesn't have to be a deal breaker though. What if he's still hot? As a monster, ditchling, or whatever. Like, you never know. Oh! Hey! Whoa, wait. there's a lot happening right now. Okay. The paintings are coming to life and they look sick as hell. That's awesome. He's stripping down. Exciting. There is something going on though. His back is getting spiky and he got a little excited. As REESE tears at his clothes, paint bubbles from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Okay, let's save. But we'll have to make a decision of like if we stay or go. I don't know what to do. We'll try staying. If we die, we'll figure something out. Hey, this one doesn't look like the other ones. Do you notice that? Right? Am I crazy? That one doesn't really look like the other ones. It looks like the eyes that we've been seeing in the dark. Oh shit. Okay. Oh yeah. Look, and it's like there's like stuff going on. So he's got a tail. I mean, if he's just himself with a tail, I can handle that. I'll take that on. Leave us alone. Oh. A surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside REESE finally comes. That manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off, and Wayne along with it. I guess we don't have to choose. Have we seen anything that looks like him? I don't think he is a ditchling. He doesn't- I mean, I don't see a stinger. That thing disappeared. Doesn't seem like he wants to hurt us. We aren't safe, but I feel strong now. I think I can save us. Stay here, I'll be right back. I just have to deal with the dog. I don't know if you should do that. I think maybe we should just go out the window. And when we're calm and collected, we can come back and deal with your mother and figure out why she was doing that. Okay? I think let's not. I'm scared you're really gonna regret this. Okay. Shit. Okay. I'm not gonna try and call Tabitha for help. I'm not gonna try and leave. I don't think we're in danger. I don't want him to kill Dr. Kelly, but at the same time, I think if we do this, that might make him think that we're in on it. I guess we follow him and see how things play out. Oh wow. Interesting. Make your way to the door that beckoned to you yesterday. All intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads, and you know the secrets the stones that lurked in the forgotten basement of this clinic had to share with you. Now the clinic holds a new terror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway, leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster, preparing to do something unthinkable. You grasp the handle and turn. Jeez. Dr. Kelly emerges from the shadows and levels a firearm in your direction. You instantly notice it's not a proper rifle, but some kind of tranquilizer gun. Don't waste that bullet on me, Queen. Duck! Okay. You do as she says, ducking out of the way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. No! I guess at least she's not actually killing him. You know what? Yeah. I'm still down. I'm still down if you're still down, Reese. You look kind of cute like this. Like a little bat. Is he fully naked? Or just his shirt? Oh my gosh. Sorry, my cat just knocked something off from a shelf. Do you see a dart embedded in Reese's chest? He pulls the tranquilizer dart out between his ribs, heaving heavy breath as the drug courses through his system. Going to have to try harder than that, you Don't say that word, Reese. No. How did you... As if you could stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. What is going on? Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows from between the cracks in the wood. Reese is panic pulling a mob of furious creatures that hold his enemy in place. Reese is like OP, low-key. He's got like 800 different powers happening right now. The artist darts away, but his creations continue their work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place to the top of the stairs by stiffening globs of paint. I think it's clear she doesn't actually want to kill him. Maybe she... So let's at least keep her alive for the time being. You run forward, braving the onslaught of Reese's creations, dodging them as best you can as you try to see where Dr. Kelly went. The door in front of you is smothered with paint. Hey, Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out from some unseen speaker. You, Clem. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help both of us. Where the hell is your son, ma'am? I'm sure Wayne can handle this. Christ, is that how this happened? You help him sleuth that out? Good job. Now you get to see why I would choose to give my own son lethal doses of poison every day. If I don't, he turns into a murder machine.
She's poisoning him because he's actually a ghost that night that is gonna kill us all.
I need you to get into the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're out there. Okay? Turn back around and head to the medical storage room. From here? Great. Now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. Uh-oh. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. Hey. Wait. Is he gonna kill me? Reese, we're friends. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good, you should hear this. Fem, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not gonna hurt anybody else, just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just gonna shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear you right? And shove me back down in the basement, or maybe someplace even worse. Keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. He's like transforming more intensely now, or maybe it's just... he's angry? I don't know. I feel amazing right now. Better than I've ever felt in my entire life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. But I don't know. I'm really conflicted. I mean, he's standing there. Oh, I don't know. He can't be serious. Look at him. He's dangerous. He's going to kill me. Well, okay, I will say though, we don't know he is dangerous. He seems very lucid. And the only person he's tried to hurt so far is you, because you were technically, like, killing him. You want to talk, Doc. How can we know there isn't anyone else whose treatment you've taken into your own hands? Done it once. What's to stop you from lying to someone else, stepping in to treat them as you see fit, regardless of what they want for themselves? I thought I was going to die every day. Do you have any idea what it's like to give into your own mortality like that? Oh shit. It wasn't living, that's for sure. It wasn't even surviving, it was just, Wayne, please don't kill him. Wayne. Enough. Oh Jesus. Reese cries out in pain. Did he just slap him? What the hell did you do to my shoulder? Oh jeez, okay. I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. Quick, grab the tranquilizer and head to the safe room.
You know what? Right here, right now. I don't care if he's a villain. I don't give a shit. We're going for it.
To be on the safe side. It's not. Hurry, I don't think I can keep it open for long. Slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of her little smears happens to switch past her. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. Let's talk, Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I have nothing left to hide. What is he? At first I thought he was some kind of werewolf. If he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him, and we've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hellbent on ripping my throat out, so I guess I'll just have to let it remain a mystery. I don't like how she's talking about him. How do you know? Was his dad similar? Strange little smile creeps up onto Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. Reese just kind of appeared. I wasn't seeing anyone. Just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sakes. What? He's like the Antichrist. I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet. They were just dreams. So is he actually like a demon or something? Then all of a sudden, my period stopped. I got morning sickness. Roughly 9 months later, Reese. How do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad. But every now and then we butt heads, and then that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot-tall monster with a million teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Or just like, instead of poisoning him, get him counseling so that he doesn't do that. Yeah, he's dangerous. Don't preach to me. Sure, right now I'm the focus of his ire, but who's to say he's not just gonna find a new target once I'm out of the picture? I know what he's capable of, so it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anybody. Dr. Kelly sighs. Can we stop calling it poison? Yes, it's poison, but the act of me giving him poison was not me poisoning him. I was medicating his illness. Started when he was around 15. I've been giving him increasingly high doses of Klonopin. How do you pronounce that? I know that's the drug. It makes you, like, sleep or something, right? Klonopin? I don't know how you pronounce it. But his body kept adapting, and his symptoms would come back, especially if we ever fought. I couldn't keep ordering all those drugs. It was already suspicious, and I couldn't risk losing my license, especially if anyone ever found out what I was using them for. Someone approached me with a solution. I took it. Who? Sybil? And I've been dealing with emotional and mental consequences of that decision ever since. A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. He might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now. Just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. So clearly he can control it to some extent. I feel like if you just had treated him better, or given him any emotional maturity, this wouldn't have happened. That was a one-off, or a hallucination. But the second time it wasn't subtle. It didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before. Maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst by far. So you really don't know that he's dangerous, then? He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different. And I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. But I want to talk about that woman. Screw it. I might die tonight. Sure, I'll tell you. What? What? Meta attack? What? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, you could say that. You're such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I'd be ready. But he made me love being a mom. It's not like I was gonna be sunshine and roses forever, no matter what. Kids grow up and they change, sometimes for the worse. This is part of being a mom too. Doing what you can to make sure the child you brought into the world isn't gonna go around and eat people. But do we know he eats people? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say this shit out loud. What is this room? Old x-ray room, lead walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with a special remote lock. Guess it finally came in handy. Well, pump him full of elephant tranquilizers and I lock him in here. Then I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. We all live happily ever after. Well, maybe I should have grabbed the tranks, but... No, don't isolate him. You are causing this, partially, okay? Like, I feel like him being extremely emotionally unstable from being forced to live in a basement for the last 10 years without barely seeing anybody is probably contributing very largely to the emotional outburst, which you said caused this condition. But you gotta work with what you've been given, and what I've been given is an ethical dilemma where I either let my son kill me, bring him to go out and kill others, or imprison him for the rest of his life and force feed him poison to keep him controllable. Or the third option, kill him. Decide which outcome I can live with. Shit, this might be game time. Get those tranks ready. I don't have them, Queen. Or if you get this door open before he crosses the hallway. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, so he does have pants on. This is what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers, this is our shot. But you didn't take the tranquilizers, did you? Nope. Come on, what's the holdup? Assembled back into the safe room, away from the open doorway and Dr. Kelly. Oh my god. You didn't get them, did you? No! She lets out a strangled laugh. Reese pushes his now massive form into the safe room, staring down at his mother. Oh, jeez. Okay. This is crazy. I'm very conflicted about all this. I do feel kind of bad about it. But I don't really know what else we could have done. I think putting him in here, he's gonna figure out a way to break out of this. And I do think I don't think he's dangerous. I think he's just dangerous to her because she did, like, treat him horribly for all these years. And I get that she didn't necessarily do it with, like, the typical intentions of abuse, but she did still do it. And, like, so I see where they're both coming from, but I really don't think he's a danger to other people. I don't know. He seems very lucid. Like, I know right now he's about to kill someone, but, like, I don't know. Jeez. Okay, so he's gonna eat her? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So he's really angry. Wow. Okay. Guess that was all I needed. Sorry you had to see that. Yeah, me too a little bit, but, you know. C'est la vie. What? Okay, maybe it was worth it. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. Dialogue options marked romance will start a romantic arc with the character you're talking to and will lock you out of romantic arcs with other characters. That's fine. The only other character that we've met so far that I have like any interest in was his mom and Kanika. And his mom I didn't like after I saw how she treated him, and then Kanika I actually do still like, but I don't think she likes us, and I like her less than I like him, so. You monster. Okay. This game loves the Dead Moms Club. I hope Wayne's okay. You carefully pick your way across the room, trying your best to avoid the fresh blood splattered across the floor, and kneel next to REESE. You can see sadness in his eyes, staring into yours from his inhuman face, viscera still dripping from his maw. I mean, he really clearly is not dangerous. He's not hurting us right now. He's not like just indiscriminately killing people. He exclusively killed a person who he thought horrifically abused him for like over a decade. Like I don't think he's a danger to other people. I mean, I think we should keep an eye on it, but like whatever. You can see sadness in his eyes, staring into yours from his inhuman face, viscera still dripping from his maw. You lean in and wrap your arms around him. It takes him a moment to react, seemingly shocked at your touch. His arms fold around you, his wide palms pressing you gently to him, holding you against his bony chest. His shoulders shake in your grip. You realize he's crying. He breaks away. I'm sorry you had to be there for this. But thank you. Thank you for understanding me. I need to get out of here, go someplace where there aren't any memories, but I'll see you soon. Okay. He breaks out of your embrace and stumbles out of the safe room, his footsteps getting faster and faster as he runs off into his new life. Shell-shocked, you stumble out of the clinic and into the night air. Okay, can we find out where Wayne is? The night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day, crickets singing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. Everything that happened in the clinic feels almost like a dream. Now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. Okay. It's time to go home. I think that was probably the end of this chapter. Dog tags? Gretchen, maybe? Don't get far before you're interrupted by the jingling of dog tags. Aw, hi Gretchen. Gretchen appears at the edge of the road, running as fast as her geriatric pug legs can carry her. She seems distressed. Okay, let's pick her up. She whines as she stares at you up from the ground, eyes desperate, anxiously jumping back and forth and darting away when you try to lean down to her. Are you home? Okay, let's save and then follow Gretchen. You follow Gretchen. She nervously runs ahead of you the whole time, constantly looking back to make sure you're still there as she leads you to the dark woods. Oh, it's Stella! Before long, the trees thin and you find yourself on a steep hill by a two-lane road, lined on one side by sheer rock. There, sitting on a log, staring mournfully at the asphalt, is Stella. Gretchen runs up to her and sits in Stella's lap. Gretchen, you're back. Don't scare me like that again. Stella, you need to keep a better watch on your dog. Christ, girl. You sit on the log beside her. How did you... Wait, did Gretchen come and get you? She must think I'm dying or something. Yeah, sorry. We're just at the edge of town. We're in the opposite direction of their nest. I guess I lost sight of her. It's just one of those days. I think I'm just about ready to go home. Stella faces you for a moment, desperate eyes trying to force out words a part of her thought she would never have to say out loud. Then she turns back towards the road. This is where the accident happened. My parents died on this bend in the road. So that explains why she had the, like, car trauma in the first episode. They were taking me to college. I was lying in the back seat. It just rained and the sun was finally coming out. That's horrible. I'm so sorry, Stella. It's really horrible. Sorry, I know it's probably a bummer to talk about. It was awful. It really messed me up for a while. I think I'm still messed up. There's whole years of my life after the accident feel like they just never happened. Like every time I try and remember them, it's blank. Grief does that. All these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. At least it hasn't been like that for a while. Thank God. Sorry. Never talked about this stuff before with anyone. Thanks for being patient with me. The two of you stare out at the road. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. Wanted to know whether I even could. Never found anything, so I eventually gave up. And last night happened. I ran out here to see if maybe it would happen again with them too. Even if it meant seeing the crash again or seeing them all messed up and dead. I just wanted to see them. And a whole day. Don't think they're coming. You're probably somewhere better than wherever the hell Charlie got trapped in. I hope you're right. I've thought a lot about what might come after, whether they're somewhere else or if they just stopped existing. I guess we've at least seen some evidence of the afterlife. I hope that means that there's a good version too. Where they're still on that long car ride, listening to Dad's tapes with a place in the back seat for me when I finally catch up with them. Then it won't matter that I never got to say goodbye. This is gonna make me cry. This is really sweet. The writing in this game is really, really well done. Especially these kind of emotional moments. They died with your future on their minds. It's time for you to start living it. You and Stella sit in thoughtful silence for a long moment, as if both of you still expect something to happen. You're right. There's new conviction in her voice. What the hell am I doing, sitting out here waiting for some awful memory of them? They wouldn't want me to do that. I don't think I realized how much I let this weigh me down. They were excited to bring me someplace new, but I've spent the last however many years just standing in place like I was waiting for them to come back home. They'd be crushed if they knew that's how I was going to spend the rest of my life, so I'm not going to let that happen. We both stare out at the quiet mountain road. Thank you, Clem. I feel lighter. She straightens up, stretching her neck. Gretchen hops down from her lap, tags jingling in the quiet night air. We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. She doesn't need to hear about this tonight. Although she might like the distraction, she does kind of like that kind of stuff. Let's just let her have a peaceful night. And we can decide how much we're going to tell people, too. I know they're Reese's friends, but he might not want us to tell everyone what happened. I can walk you through the woods so you don't get lost. Then I guess you should probably get back to Tabitha before you give her an aneurysm. And this is me. Guess I'll see you tomorrow. She gives you a tired wave before retreating into her house. Wayne! Thank God you're okay. It looks like you got pretty beat up, though. Good? Time for you to go home, too. He appears as if out of nowhere, clothes streaked with what at first looked like blood and gore, but you quickly realize is paint. evidence of his altercation with Reese. I'll walk you. Thank you, Wayne. Such a gentleman. Shall we? Wayne walks just ahead of you, in near complete silence. Oh, we can flirt with Wayne? Damn, okay. That would have been a fun option, but I am pretty happy with the Reese choice. But maybe on another playthrough, because I do actually like Wayne a lot. He's kind of fun. Alright, let's save real quick. In case one of these turns out really bad. I am wondering about this. Why not Tabitha? Because you're special. Why am I so special? Simply are. Do you not feel the ties that bind us? They're unbreakable. You know Reese was like that? I knew he was different. How exactly I wasn't sure, but now I know. I should be able to make quick work of him next time. Oh, please don't. I like him. You shouldn't have gotten attached. I don't suspect he's long for this world. Even if I don't put him out of his misery, someone else will, eventually. Thanks for looking out for me tonight. Anytime you find yourself in danger, I'll be there for you. I will always be there for you. Glad you're okay. I was worried Reese might have. Wayne emits a strange kind of coughing sound. You realize he's laughing. He managed to catch me off guard. Those constructs of his were an interesting little trick, but that's all they are. You won't be so lucky next time. Please don't kill my boyfriend, Wayne. Listen, I'm flirting with you a little bit. I like you. You're a cool guy. Please don't kill my boyfriend. Oh my goodness. You don't need to keep coming up with new topics of conversation to fill the silence. You're tired. It's been a long night. You should rest. I liked talking to you, Wayne. Wayne remains silent for the rest of the journey back to the estate. I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow. He thinks we're gonna get in trouble again. Should try to spend some time in that old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around, too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you, and you might be surprised at what you find. We got as far as we could last time. Maybe he can help us push that furniture. Until then, sleep well. See ya. Tabitha, you here? The estate feels empty, wind howling through its abandoned halls, very foundations creaking beneath you. Your cousin must have already gone to bed. Exhausted beyond belief, you stumble into your room and collapse on the bed. The damp smell of the mattress is starting to become almost welcoming, a sign that now daily horrors of the Scarlet Hollow are finally behind you, at least until the sun inevitably rises once again. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. You drift off, you think of Reese out in the woods somewhere, bloodstained, free, and beautiful. And you think of nothing. Yay! This is the end of episode 4. Episode 5 will release later this year. Oh, so that was the end. So that was everything that they have up until now, I guess. That answers the question I had a while back of, like, I don't know how much this game goes. I don't know if episode 5 is the end or not. Follow us on social media and stay up to date. I unlocked hardcore mode. What does that do? I could select 3 traits? What? Oh wait, but you'll no longer be able to use your traits to avoid the consequences of major decisions. Have fun if you dare. Save your game now. Okay. That was interesting. Okay. Okay. So I'll talk a little bit while the credits play. For what we have so far. I really, really, really like the game. Lot. I've had a lot of fun with it. I really like the characters. The writing is incredible. And something I like too is that something I feel like becomes an issue a lot with early access games or like, oh my gosh, sorry, I had to sneeze. Like these kind of games is that people like they don't necessarily plan out in advance, or they let things. Oh, these are YouTubers like Manly Badass Hero. That's cute. Maybe people that played the game. Is sometimes I feel like they kind of lose the plot because they're trying to keep up with demands from fans, or they change the plot as they're writing. I feel like the writing has remained really strong and really interconnected through all parts, really so far. So I think anything else that comes out in the future, it feels like they've already planned out really, really well, and I like that. Uh, I love the characters so far. I love the writing. I think that the sort of vibe of the town has been captured really well. It does remind me of Twin Peaks. Reminds me a lot of early X-Files, and kind of in a weird way like Gravity Falls too. Um, it's really fun. I really like it. Yeah, I've had a wonderful time so far with this game, and I will record more and play more when the 5th chapter comes out. Until then, if you've watched this, or if I've posted it even, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I've had a great time, and I hope that you did too. Bye!